here. We're here. Welcome, I'm Porter Mason. Welcome to the livestream for Rabbit. And welcome because we are going to draw yes or tetra today. This is for Patreon pal Chris. The Patreon, patreon.com/Porter Mason. You can get an illustration just like that if you join the $10 a month level. So let's get right into it. We're drawing Hurt Tetra. And a tetra is this. It's one of these fish. Did you have one of these? I did. I had one of these fish. And it's not a surprise that they would act hurt. Because they would die very easily. Hope you guys are doing well this week. We're doing our regular Thursday live stream. And hurt, I want to do this expression, if you've ever seen this expression. I am hurt. Hurt. That's what I want to do that. So that's what we're trying to do here. We do it. It's up to you, viewer. These tetras were very pretty. This one I'm drawing is a neon tetra, which is the one I'm familiar with. And you know, it's gonna look just like a fish here, but I think once we get into the coloring, it'll read as a tetra. They don't have a nose, do they? This is his dorsal fin, which looks too much like a little flipper right now. Maybe he should be holding a drink. He's holding a little martini. Because he's hurt. I can't believe you would say that. Kind of a thing. But you can join the chat over at the YouTube channel. You just have to subscribe. Which, let's be honest, you should subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get notified. So this is eyebrow help. Pointing himself. That's what we need. There we go. It's really funny. Little changes in direction of the hand or the flipper, as you will, make a big difference in his expression. Anyway, back to my fish. I just killed my fish. All my fish died. And then I told this story the other day. I had one set of fish where they would all die. But I noticed that one would live, and it was this one that was supposedly a little shark. I don't think he was really a shark, but that's what they sold me, is that he was a shark. By the way, this hurt tetra is for Patreon pal Chris. Chris, thank you so much for being a patron. Your support makes everything I do possible, and I really appreciate it. If you enjoy the tetra, join the chat if you're watching. You can leave a comment after. I'll see you on the Patreon because just likes and comments on the page when we talk here too. Anyway, that fish, dying repeatedly, and I thought it was the thing I was doing. But it turns out, this fish, I watched them, I observed them, and I found out this fish would come up and steal the other fish's food. You know, I thought was really rude. I want to make sure this fin doesn't look too, you know, Oh, no, he looks... This also, I need to turn this. This is good anyway. I like it kind of going off to the side here, but then it's confusing. So I was not a fan of this fish who was stealing the food from the other fish. And so I decided that I was going to starve that fish. Because he killed all the animals. And I proceeded to not feed that fish for a long period of time. And the fish lived for weeks without me feeding him. And I could figure it out. I'm young enough to still believe that the fish may have been possessed somewhere. But what ultimately determined was that my mom was cooking the fish. Because she thought I was being a doofus kid who was forgetting to take care of his pet. But I was not. I was being a doofus kid who was systematically trying to starve one of his pets. Again, a fish pet that was starving the other fish. So, yeah, he had it coming. I'm really torn on this fin here, guys. Let's look more at this. It's not what I think. It's not what I think. He has a whole set of fins. He goes back. Oh, and he has a little one back here, too. That's his flipper. We're going to have to go to the videotape here and get another one. Okay, that looks less controversial. This little beanie. Daughters don't have fish. Go to the fish. Let's learn about these. Now look. No, I'm not using these. I like to just still keep it to the Creative Commons. Here's a side view. Yep. Big one up here. And then this belly fin. Here's a good one. Okay. Let's get this too. Alright. I would like to allow the paste. Alright, let's finish this up and then we'll move on to inking this Majama. This to the nutfish mainly. I really want a hamster, but I never really want it. Mainly dogs. Check the dog right now. It's soon. Pickle. The best guy. He's a good boy. I don't really know how to do his face. And really, under try. Get that across, but I'll think of crap. I think we're gonna have. Don't worry about the anime on that one. Yeah. I think we're just gonna have to be okay with that. But I like the coloring on this guys. Because this is the neon tetra that I remember. Right? This is when I went to the pet store to get neon tetras. That's what I would say. So we're going to try to capture that color. If possible. It may not be possible. I'm just gonna hint at this thing instead of cause. And then the color is it's all red. It's kind of like this red starts. If I'm holding this trick out, that would be here. Let's try that. Like here. Then I can draw that clearly. Let's mark his arm over there. We can move this down because his background is really more like down here. Move that little fin too. This, folks, why you draw digitally. Oops. Me, moi. Okay, and then let's just hint at where we want this color to be. We want the red there. And we want this thing from his eye. And here. And all the way down. There, like a stripe. My memory is so much deeper. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at right there. This guy. So now's as good a time as any to look at why we're doing all this. Which is why are we doing this? We're doing all this because of that. It's not that. That's something else. We're doing all this because of Patreon is why we're doing this. Browser. No. That's just not it. Oh boy. Well, guys, I'll just say we're doing all this because of the Patreons. Patreon.com/PortMason. We've leveled. I do exclusive Rooney the Rev is a comic I draw. They come out about 3 every week. 2 of them you can get on my social media, but one of them is exclusive to the Patreon at patreon.com/PorterMason for just $3 a month. If you go up to the $5 a month, you get some great materials that my wife helps me design, which are designed to help kids. They're activities for kids to do, coloring, and some reading materials to help them learn to read and also help them with their emotional states. And if you join at the $10 a month level, now you're talking, because now is when we get into the illustrations that we do. You get 1 every year at the $10 a month level. If you want them quicker, you can join annually, pay up front annually, and you'll get that drawing right away. And you'll also get a year of comics because you get everything at the lower levels. A year of comics and a year of the learning pages for kids. And if you join at 20, 50, 100, you can get more illustrations more often and sooner. So check it out, patreon.com/PorterMason. You could be getting one of these drawings. Like Chris. Chris, I hope you like this. Hope it's looking good. Alright. Mercury. Start with the eyes.
Johnny, get your gun, get your gun, get your gun. Take it on the run, on the run, on the run.
So you're not seeing the jazz music. This is a royalty free jazz collection, but it's not a copyright on it this week. So I took out some of the ones that the copyrights were played on, but this is a public domain list. has. So I like it. So it's mean cancel ads on this video. That's what it means. Draw his little nose, upturned nose there. I really like this little bit of the tongue showing, but I'm not sure if that plays. I think we'll try it. Hurt. Our dog is taken to sitting on the ottoman by our front door waiting for our daughters to come from school. It's very cute. He doesn't usually sit there, but not at school today because they're older and elementary school now. So he sits on the ottoman by the door. So, like, it's his job, like, just wait for them. So, sweet. This is very sweet dog. This martini glass. I like that. I tend to always draw these. She's fat in my drawing. Sorry, you know, like a little pudge. I tend to do that. I'm going to screen share. You can see that a little more clearly. Yeah, that looks better. It's more clearly like a fin. Draw that here. Hurt. I'm just gonna make another layer because I think I want to do a little some scales. Hint of some scales. Keep that. Let me turn that guy back on. I'll just make him a little smaller. No, no, no. I like these to work just black and white. You know, with that said, I do like them to work just black and white. So maybe I'll hint at the color. There we go. So we have our little stripe. Just like, yeah, we're just hinting at the marking. And we can move on to trying to color this guy. This is where the challenge is going to be, my friends. This is where the challenge is coming. But we can do it, you and me. Alright. I'm still dismayed by the screen sharing here. I don't even know what this is. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Well, the other thing I want to talk to you about. This is my Mastodon account. You're welcome to follow me on Mastodon, comics.town/RooneyComics. You're welcome to do that. That is not what we're seeing here. Oh, dee. Yeah. Interesting. One more thing we've learned about Before we move on to the coloring, I'll tell you about Sketchboard.pro. I am using, right now, Sketchboard Pro. It's pretty great. Your iPad fits right in here. Makes the whole thing like a drawing board. Basically turns your iPad, any iPad that's work with any iPad, into a full functional drawing board. And essentially makes it like a functioning tablet, the app, the way they work with the iPad. That now you basically have a digital art machine ready to go wherever, ready to make artwork. This is great. This has changed my life. Sketchboard. I not digital art nearly as much as I do with this. You can get them right now at sketchboard.com, and if you use promo code comic, you get 10% off your purchase. Great. Then a white color one too, which looks pretty snazzy. It's not available when I got this one. And they also have some other stuff, some accoutrements for them. You can get it for any iPad, and if you change and get a different iPad later, they're made to be upgradable. This piece comes out, you can just buy a new insert piece, and it'll work with your new iPad. Even has a handy little thing here. I'll show you. Oh, I can sit my pen in there. I never do that, but it is handy. You can pick this up, take this anywhere. There's legs on it. Ooh, that's my camera. Legs on it. I'll show these. So it sets up like a board, and as you just saw, it's charging. It's charging while we're doing all this. It's magic. It's amazing. Sketchboardpro.com. You can pick one up, and you can use promo code ROONeyComics. You got 10% off your order. All right, let's move on to coloring. Okay. So first, we can do something here. Get this general color. We can color this. Why don't we do that first? Give him his like fishy color. And then we'll kind of go over it. We'll do that. We'll use layers to kind of get into the other colors. That'll make it a little easier to manipulate here. Yeah, we'll just do it. Sure. Here. Why not? Martini glass will... Oh, we're doing one thing about it. Let's go about like this. Like this. And simply fill it in. Come back later. And his fans are secret, so maybe put the back color here. Let's see what my last illustration was. This guy here. Last week we did that one. Spider in the back. I like to have different background colors because they're going to exist next to each other, and like, you know, this is what it looks like in my webpage too. And I don't want them to have all the same background color. Even those last two were a little too close together. This would be in the ocean. So, you know, put them in the ocean. It's evocative. Here he's got some kelp behind here in our little creative commons picture. That's fine. We'll do that. So, now, just get into it with blues. I think we'll do a layer. I want blue. I want white. I mean, that's right. White. This is really like, yeah. We'll try. I'll open to a try. Oops. The belly. Gonna apply it. Something, this dark blue. Gonna go down. Somewhere right here. It's every week. You can hear me starting to fade because what we know, I start to color. I forgot to talk. Well, the other thing is, if you want me to talk, you're gonna have to join the chat and ask questions. This is part of this emotional animal series that I've done for folks. It doesn't look terribly neon here, that's the other thing, but you know, we'll brighten it up. I have ideas. You look like a common river fish at the moment, but the red's gonna help. Let's get this guy. Oops. And whether it's true or not, we just have to make these eyes work. Does this evoke a neon tetra? I don't know if you get how small he is. So that's something to work on. Love this thing. The red is definitely evocative of tetra. I'm gonna have to do this part again because this fin. See, I went to the picture for the color, but maybe this was a bad plan. Maybe I should, let's make a stripe in it. Bright blue. Yeah. You know what? We're experimenting. Right, and I like that it comes from his eye. Oh yeah, I need to draw markings. It's starting to look more neat tetra. I think the blue here is what I'm worried about. I think it needs to be more like a blue. Like that. Right? Or maybe I just go around the edges like you guys would have me do. Yeah, I like him brighter. I don't know. Maybe the dark underneath is helpful though. He's feeling more, because it's a tropical. This is a fish that lives in the Amazon. There's a tropical phrase there, but it's a brightly colored fish. And I think in the previous iteration here we looked to Catfishy, alright? I said it. It looked like a catfish. The catfish did at least. But I like my hints dark here. Okay, the wall deal with this other stuff. Wait. Now, this thing here is actually see-through, but I don't think that really tracks. I think we need an even longer version of this, or fence. Right? And then we'll put marks on the fins with the color to indicate their texture. It's very similar to the glass, so we'll have to deal with that. Again, colorists, please reach out and tell me how to do. Well, no. Let's change that. Colorists should please reach out to Porter at RooneyComics.com. Tell me everything I'm doing wrong. I'll happily take that call. Oh no, that's wrong again too. Maybe this is what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to get it wrong, and then you get it right. Yeah, that's good already. Here, we should do that elsewhere. See? I just messed that up, and now that was actually right. These mistakes are important. Mistakes are important. Alright. Let's color around. So I'm going to put the dark on the thing, the fins, and then go over it with the white. Yep. Yeah. That evokes a fin to me. Can I get the direction of the... And then we'll definitely want to do it here. Same. Be careful of this part out here, and then we'll come back and do that red again. Let's put that red up in this top layer. Why is this there? Because I didn't put a clipping mask on, that's why. Let that be listened to. Mask on. Keep your clipping mask on. Oh, artist doing clip mask. Coronavirus mask for this. I don't know. I don't know what the art community. I'm not part of the art community. Are they really having fun? Masking? Different terminology? I would love to think so. I can't like. Yeah. Maybe mess that up a little bit. Put that here. Instead of no way I would do this. For real. Only on iPads, my friend. Do I do stuff? Do I consider myself talented enough to do the aspects of flowering that it's really wonderful. I don't use this. This is the smudge tool. I don't use it so much. I like to write clear colors. When I draw the animal with the pages, I mess with this. I keep the boundaries of the little more. Oh, and that's an idea. I could use my tools to highlight these scales. He's looking a lot better. I'm gonna make these fins. I'm gonna make the fins lighter. No, I need to add some more darker tones to the fins to highlight they're like the skeletal aspects of the fin. But that's not what I'm doing now, right? Making a little tongue that probably doesn't look like that. And so it's all. And well, we don't listening to the Carvey podcast. Primitive button is. What are we talking about? Right, I know what I was gonna do. I was going to use the smudge tool. Ew. Anyway. Really don't want. Right. Let's new layer with a clip mask. Full smudge tool, pure white. Very yes. Like smaller. Sure. No. Okay. Oh yeah, actually the light's gonna be coming. Light's coming from here. From here. From here. Actually, from here, I'd say. From here. Here. So, that means highlight with the scales favor that direction. Show that. And then I think I want yeah, something like that. All right. Now, here's a fun Procreate tip. If you have a series of clipping mask layers, if you start a new layer amidst the clipping mask cascade, that one will be clipping mask too. But if you start at the side of it, to add a layer to the top of the cascade of clipping masks, it won't be a mask. It'll just be sad. Yep. Okay. Actually, that's good. I can use what's already there. Indicate. See, I have this little indentation already there, and now I'm actually just using this black highlight. Like I drew the black first. Well, I don't know what it looks like. This one I don't have it for, so I'll just have to add them. Here we go. I don't draw as many fish as I do mammals. I'll try any kind of animal. That's what this is going to be about. It already has been about. A lot of animals for these folks. Let's focus in on the martini glass. This isn't going to work anymore, this color. We need white. White seems... well, maybe it's right. Well, let's just take this and make it really bright. flavor we want. Where's this? Take your video. Yeah, that's that a little bit more. Now, olive. It's a great color for right there. Yeah, that's an amazing olive color, I think. Alright, then we need the stick. I should just do a brown. No, I don't. Toothpick color. And then the drink. It can't just be a vodka martini here because Claudia says the brighter blue looks good. Seaweed martini. Well, that's a good point. So let's see here with that. Kelp martini. Actually, probably plankton martini. Given these very small fish. So you can eat this fish, I'm sure, but it literally the size of, you know, if you get our apple pencil. It's probably the size of the tip of this apple pencil. Where's my finger? Right there. That's what it's the size of. I'm asking my iPhone camera to do a lot here. Alright. Seaweed martini? Okay, I see. I see what we're saying, though. Let's make the drink green. That's really what Claudio's getting at here, Claudio in the chat. Claudio's also a patron pal. We drew the spider and the bat last week. Claudio. So that's cool. Alright, now what I like to do is pick up over here, might as well do it, is like to say, hey, we're using digital art. So what are we using? Come on. What are we doing? What I mean by that is it's so easy to go here and put this in with this transparency effect. We do it, and then see that top of the olive slightly different in the bottom part of the olive. That just looks cool. It's impossible to. Well, or shrimp martini. In the chat. Let's take a small moment to tell you about their diet. Nutrition. They just eat like flake foods. Brine shrimp? Okay. What's a brine shrimp look like? We'll add a little shrimp cocktail shrimp to the side here. Looks crazy. Oh, look at that guy. I want to drop him. You gotta drop him, right? Only Cleo will know. And Chris. This is for Chris. I could not drop tonight. Brian Trump. Okay. These guys. This kind of shows me the best. Kind of want one hanging over the side here. Now, how are we going to indicate a brine shrimp is here? It's not going to be easy. I'm going to have to delete some of this. Oops. Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. Let's just... Come on. This is going to live throughout history. Let's take the time and do it right. There's our little brine shrimp. Super gross. But to a neon tetra, delightful. Alright. Alright. See, guys, if you join in the old stream here, you can affect the drawing. You can change the drawing. Oh. I guess go back here. Put that too. Oops. See, we lost the clipping, and I forgot I don't have it on the lower layer. It's not on any layer, but like that. It doesn't really look like this, right? But I think that evokes a brine shrimp. Because sometimes you get an olive, you might get some onions in there. Our tetra has a little shrimp. All right, that's great. Oh well, let's show his weird skeleton. Let's use some of the transparency there. Aside to our brine shrimp. Now I step away and I come back and look at this tetra. Looks pretty good. Looks good. I'm gonna make this fit a little lighter. The edge. I just feel like mix is going on feel here. Stand out a little bit more. Alright. What do we have, by the way? Oh, okay. Let me, I like this background, by the way. It's, purple? It's too purple, okay. This is the light share here. I'll get you guys over looking at the screen share. This blends too much. I need something to make him stand out. Could be something like this. That's possible. It's not terrible. Someone lives in the cape, so I could put in green. But the belt doesn't stand out. I think this might work. I think we do it. But now let's get shadow on this cat here. Remember, of course, light is coming from here. So our shadows will put that in mind. Okay, a little gill shadow here. Kind of over accentuates what that would actually be, but that's okay. This is a very dark I'll probably knock down the transparency on the shadow layer here. But one-stop shop. No. Shop. Check it. There we go. It's all pretty good, but like I said, just back that off a little bit. And then a highlight layer, which we took a tactic for, which I like. Oh, no. Was this. Yeah. And we back that off and blur it down. And we'll do a blurred version of this one too. We're looking pretty good. Let's just take a swipe through the martini glass. Lemon white. Number 2. And shrimp so much. This bright shrimp. Cute Claudio for producing an idea. Okay. Last thing. Gonna add an herbal background. Lead the juice. background fizzly doos. This is the secret trick. The end. Get ready. Get ready. It's about to look really good. Why does it look so good? It just happened. Don't know why it looks so but I know. More fizzly do. We need another fizzly do. I'd love to tell you that we don't. God, would I love to, but we do. I don't know why. Don't usually do that, but we needed it. We needed it. We needed it. Our fish is done. It's done. The Hurt Tetra. The Hurt Tetra made Patreon pal Chris on our Thursday illustration live stream. You should go to patreon.com/PorterMason, become a patron. You will get these illustrations drawn for you. You'll get the live stream. And you'll get to change what I'm doing. You'll get to put into a digital print. Should you like? Should you choose? Thank you so much for everyone who joined. Thank you for everyone watching after we already went live. Go to patreon.com/PorterMason, check that stuff out, and become a patron. Go to sketchboardpro.com and use for code RooneyComics, $10 off. This is Sketchboard Pro. Life changing. You will be back here next week, or pretty much every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be doing these live streams. I hope you come check them out. I really enjoy doing them. Until next time, I love you guys. It's too early to say that. I do love you guys. I'm Porter Mason. I do Rooney the Rabbit. I'll see you later. Oh, so let me just tell you something. I'm going to try to do better at this. Every time I say goodbye, a pop-up, understandably, comes up and says, "Are you sure you want to go?" So I say bye, but then I have to wait another minute before I say, "Yes, I really want to say bye."